All right, we're ready to make our mold. So welcome back, everyone. Let's get started on this. This is going to be a long journey getting this done. So we've got everything treated. I got to put some tooling gel on it now. What I did is I just put some stuff on it just to make sure that my releasers are going to work. And look at that. There you go. It's going to work great. It never hurts just to do some little patch layup. You want to make sure you get all the little pieces of resin off of it, because sometimes you'll drip resin all over. But here's a patch that I did. Now let's see if that wants to come off of there. You can see it's already starting to. So there, just like that. I'm gonna grab it and see. There we go. Just came right off. So we're ready to laminate this thing. I did another one over here just for the heck of it. There we go, just coming right off there. All right, this plug is ready to mold. So I'm gonna get it cleaned up and masked off, and then I'm gonna spray it with a green tooling gel, and then we're gonna laminate it. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, you guys. I know it's been a while since we've been back on, about 2 weeks. This stuff gets busy, man. We had to go take some work because everything got slow around here, so we had to do some side jobs, you know. You'll understand. You got to chase the money when the stuff gets slow. So we're back at it, and thanks for watching. Let's not forget about all those little tooling marks that I made right there. Remember, with the Clecos? So let's talk about how to get rid of those real quick. Just take some wax. And it's hard to look through the phone and do it. Just like that. And then you can let that dry a little bit and kind of buff it off. Don't press too hard because you'll make more of a divot. And then when your mold's done, you can just sand that off. So when you're making molds and you're putting your tooling in there, you don't really have to worry about putting tooling marks because you can fix them. And this is one of the many ways to fix it. So we'll get all those plugged up and buffed out, and then we'll get some tooling gel in here. Let's talk about this real quick. A lot of little detailed things here to remember. So when you're doing a seam and you make this seam, make sure that you get wax on this part right here. A lot of people will forget that. They'll really put the mold releaser on this, they'll mold release that, but they'll forget all these little detailed spots of getting these edges. See, I can see it's dry right there, so I can tell we've missed it. When you wax that, you're going to get a little burr right here, so make sure you come back with your paper towel and clean that edge off. But when I spray this with tooling gel, I'm going to spray that edge pretty heavy too, because the resin can creep around behind it. You'll get stuff like this right here. Just go ahead and pack that with the wax. See how there's a cut? There's really no reason to trim this stuff out really nice, because this is bigger than it needs to be. We're actually going to trim the master off right about there. So you always want to make your plugs bigger. You know, like a minimum of 1 inch is the industry standard. So you see this flange right there? That flange is way bigger than it needs to be. But it's nice when you have your tooling to have it, more of it. It's it's called trim. That's what everybody calls it. Let me make sure I get all this stuff here. Man, it is nice to be working on this thing again. We had to take a bunch of work because things were pretty slow. And we ended up doing a bunch of projects nobody was interested in. You know, we had this one shop call us because they have a new guy working there, and he screwed everything up, and they were far behind. So I had to go down there and get a mold from them and then catch them up. And then I had to listen to this new guy act like he knew what he was doing when he doesn't. So I'm in kind of a weird headspace of just doing a bunch of stuff I didn't want to do lately, and being stressed out, you know, like economy's slow. So it's nice to be back on track. Let's get this thing going. I sprayed the mold last night with tooling gel, and I came back this morning, and this is what happened. It shrunk up and released. So I'm going to clean it off and start all over. All right, at the end of the day here, we got We got a lot done. We had to strip the mold because the tooling gel shrunk up overnight. That happens. It's very rare. It hasn't happened to me in like 20 years, but that's what happened when I got in here this morning. I got in here at 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock now, so I've been out here from 8 to 8. Long day. Sprayed it. Waited for it to tack up. Put a thin set layer of resin on it. Then we put one layer of 3-ounce or 1.5 ounce fiberglass mat on it. Then we put one layer of 3-ounce mat. So we got to add 2 more layers. But it's been a long day and we're done for the day. The other thing is that this thing starts to develop so much chemical heat with all the resin. So you can see we're overlapping our seams this way to kind of make some ribbing and structure for the mold. So next time I'll overlap it this direction and that'll give it some more rigidity. You can see right here on this edge, going down the edge, I overlap that. So that's actually 3 layers right there right now. So that right there has a good set of rigidity to it, and this does too. And there's another set. You can see all our seams. And that's intentional because of the way that we work with the mat. The mat comes in 50-inch rolls or 60-inch rolls. We're working with the 50-inch roll. So we utilized it so we don't have to cut as much material. And just put our seams where we wanted the structure to be stronger, or the mold to be stronger. I'm exhausted. I'm having a hard time even talking right now. So thanks for watching. Next weekend, what we're going to do is we're going to put another 2 layers of 3-ounce fiberglass mat on this, the entire thing. So that'll give us a total of 3 layers of 3-ounce fiberglass mat with 1 layer of 1.5 ounce fiberglass mat. The 1.5 ounce is the air ply. If you want to know all about this stuff, I know this video is very vague and short, but all the previous videos adding up to this, I show you how to do all this lamination and all the important things with it and little tricks of what to do, how to do air ply, how to do a resin skim coat to keep chemical reactions from happening, which is funny because I've been telling you and teaching you how to keep chemical reactions from happening, and then I had this gel coat or tooling gel shrink up on me. I think the reason it shrunk up is I have a composite rep, and I did what he said to do, which I've never done before. I put 2 coats of tooling gel on it, and I normally only do 1. I've always only done 1. Well, I put 2 on it like he said to do, and I think I over-catalyzed it. I think that's my fault. I think I put too much catalyst in it, but I also think that's combined with the 2 coats of tooling gel. This time I only put 1. And I catalyzed it what I normally catalyze it at, even though I was in a hurry, and it worked out great. So next weekend, I'm gonna do that, and then we'll go ahead and we'll pop off this seam. And then Sunday, we're gonna try to do this side of the camper right there as well. We'll see how it goes. We've had a lot of things come up out here. Like I said, we had to go take on work that we didn't wanna do because it's really slow, so we had to go take on all these odd jobs. My horse almost died of colic. Twice. He got colic and I had to get the vet out here, and they said he wasn't going to make it, but he did, and then he got colic again, but he seems to be doing fine now. So lots of stuff happening out here at the Sprocket Ranch. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support. Please like and subscribe to our page. We really appreciate all the support. Bye.